Hi guys, we know you've come to the conclusion that you need an inline filter on your way into your van, but how do you actually set that up? What we have here at Flat Out are 3 different lengths of filter to van hose. We have a 0.7 metre, a 1.5 and a 2.5 metre hose, and this video will help you decide which one's best for you. So let's go set it up. Alright, so I've got it on one end of the filter. I'm going to connect the other end to the van. So I've connected it to the van, got my stop valve off, and it's a bit of an odd length, this one, but we'll work with that soon. Before I do that, I'm going to show you what to do when you have too much hose because the tap's actually close. So the thing with the flat hose is it's really easy to work with. You just need to make a few loops about that big with your surplus hose. Now I'm going to do this before I connect everything up, and then I'm going to connect it to the filter. Actually, I don't even need to stop valve off. I'll let that ready to run because we're connected. Connect it to the tap, turn it on. As the hose fills up, you can see it goes solid like a fire hose. If you give it a bit of a shake, any of these little kinks will come out, and then you can pop that all under the van. So now that we've connected it up and it's all under pressure, you can see how much of a bend this short hose allows. If you bend it too tight, like I can bend it a fair way, but see, I got to a point where I was kinking the hose. You don't want to do that. But if you've got a downward connection on your van and you've got a good spot that you can put some mounting brackets, you might find a really comfortable way of setting up with this short hose, and then you can easily just click your filter in each time, and great setup. However, for this particular van, I don't have that, and inlet's a bit high, so I would actually recommend a longer hose. So let's use the 1.5 metre hose instead. And what you'll see with this one is it's that little bit longer. You get a little bit more control. Depending on which way you're going, you actually have a chance to get your filter right under your van and out of the way. So what about the situation where your normal hose is just not quite long enough? Then we bring in the 2.5 metre hose, and the advantage of this one is it actually just gives you that little bit of extra length as well, meaning you might be able to carry a shorter hose on your day-to-day and just have a bit of extension here. And we're on, and then we turn it on. Another advantage of the 2.5 metre hose, especially if you've tank filled because you've got it free again, is when you have an exterior tap, you can use this hose as well, like a little foot wash once you come to the beach, just, you know. One of the advantages of the shut-off valve, now we really need it for tank filling, but even when we're here, it means that we can turn the water off at the van end. It's just going to be so much easier to pack up because I can discharge water from the sink and then let it go without having to walk all the way to the tap. This van actually has an even easier discharge point because I've turned it off there. Have a look, see how the first hose has gone flat, but the second hose is still tough. At the time that you're disconnecting your filter and hoses from the van to pack up, leave the filter attached to your short hose. Doesn't matter if it's this one or one of the longer ones. Leave it attached that way because you know that the water came through the filter from this end to this end, and we don't want to mix that up. Now we're going to go and use the filter to van hose to back flush our filter, because with bi-directional filters, as we mentioned before, you don't want to use it the wrong way next time and put all that dirt straight back into your tank. Once you back up the tap end, you can disconnect your normal hose. You've already turned it off and discharged everything, did that before. Once you've connected it up, turn the tap on, point the filter away, wait until the water runs clear, and that will flush out any dirt that would have been caught in the first chamber of the filter on the way into the van. When you pack up the 1.5 metre hose, you can just connect it to both ends of your filter, hold it together, run some Velcro around it, stick it in the back. So the 2.5 metre is great because of the extra length. However, the pack up method when we do this can be a bit of a nuisance. So I do really like storing my filter double-ended. You're just going to need a couple more goes to get it right. hold it all together, maybe a second piece of Velcro, maybe a second fold, however works for you, and again stick it in a bag. Or alternatively, you can always roll your hose up. The only thing that we don't recommend you do is just scrunch it up and shove it into a bucket like this, because the better you look after your hose, the longer it will last. In the first section chamber, and that will clear any dirt that was caught up in the first chamber. Got as far as waiting until the water comes clear. Far out, someone's put it on tight.